We're very happy, and we engage pretty much every single week here with journalists on a range of topics. We're very happy to go on programs of outlets that have very, very different views than ours and to engage in robust debate. But we make a distinction for Gript. Gript is not, in our opinion, a legitimate media outlet. It is the propaganda arm of a right-wing extremism in this country. There's a huge amount of evidence for that, and we refuse to normalise or legitimise them by taking their questions. To be clear, Gript has every right to publish whatever they want to publish. They've published some abhorrent things in the last number of days, but they have the right to do it. They're supporting sex for rent, they're supporting the genocide in Gaza, but we are not under any obligation to answer questions from any particular outlet or any particular question. And I give you just an example over the last week of the consequences of Gript's journalism and their attempt to smear us as not wanting to engage or whatever. We've spent the last week dealing with a series of very serious, violent and vile threats. Ruth has had to speak to the Gardaí on 2 different occasions. You had a horrific, misogynistic tweet by Conor McGregor, which he took down after a while, a very personalised attack. And a man who was previously endorsed as a candidate by Gript turned up outside the house of what he thought was Ruth Coppinger. This is a man who is currently on trial for making serious violent threats and death threats against politicians, and who has been endorsed as a candidate by Gript, clearly intending to intimidate, making a video outside. Gript was founded by money from the Life Institute, effectively Youth Defence, as a conscious intervention into the media space to create a propaganda arm. Gript donated €18,000 to a right-wing European political party. What other of your media outlets has made donations to political parties? We disagree with a lot of the political leanings of your media outlets, but they don't donate to right-wing political parties. They're journalists. One of them was a candidate for a far-right political party, the Irish Freedom Party, in the general election in 2020. Another was part of the anti-choice movement and participated in a pro-choice repeal protest, pretending to be a protester for repeal, carrying up a provocative sign in order to mislead people and smear the anti-choice movement. These are not the actions of journalists, they're the actions of people who are part of a propaganda arm of the right. Again, to be clear, they have the right to publish what they want to publish, they have the right to ask questions, but we have the right to say, no, we will not legitimise this propaganda arm of right-wing violent extremism in this country.